The hum of my generator was a constant, almost comforting companion in my surreal apartment. But that night, it just amplified the silence. My phone, a cold slab of metal, lay beside me, displaying Amaka's last message. Just give me time, Tunde. Time. She had asked for time for so long, and all it ever brought was more confusion. 7 years. 7 years of friendship, loyalty, shared jollof rice at family gatherings, and later night talks about everything and nothing. I would met Amaka through my ex, Funke. When Funke dumped me after 5 years for a reason I still did not quite understand, it was Amaka who stood by me. She ended her friendship with Funke, chose my side, and helped me pick up the pieces. That meant the world to me. She was there through two more messy breakups, a constant, a sister, a best friend, a confidant. So, when people started whispering a year ago saying there was something more between us, I pushed it away. Amaka had a serious boyfriend, Segun. I respected that. I respected her. Until one night, after a few too many drinks, in the soft glow of a Lekki lounge, she made the first move. A kiss, then another, and suddenly, my world, which I thought was so clearly defined, became a beautiful, terrifying blur. We started hooking up. It was not a one-off thing. It became a regular, secret ritual. Each time felt both exhilarating and terrifying. Exhilarating because it was Amaka, the woman who knew me better than anyone. Terrifying because she had a boyfriend. I tried to be cautious, to not chase or initiate too much, but the pull was undeniable. We would sneak around like teenagers, finding quiet corners of the city, shedding suya by the roadside, our fingers brushing, our eyes meeting with a secret understanding. For a while, I thought this was it. This was our unconventional, messy, but ultimately true beginning. I was a tech bro, navigating the hustle of Lagos, and this unexpected connection felt like a beacon in the storm. Then came the bombshell. One evening, after we would been intimate, she casually dropped it. Oh, by the way, I was also seeing another guy recently, before we started this. My stomach dropped. Another guy? Not Sagan, but another one? The Lagos traffic outside our window suddenly felt like a metaphor for my racing thoughts, a jumble of horns and curses. She saw the shock on my face, I think, because she quickly added, but I have not seen him since. You know, since us. And honestly, Tunde, I would trade 100 of him for you in a heartbeat. Her words, sweet and reassuring, were like a balm to my raw nerves. I wanted to believe her. I needed to believe her. I pushed the doubt down, deep, just like I push through the chaos of the city every morning. But a balm does not heal a wound. It just numbs it. Soon, the blurring boundaries started again. She would mention the other guy in passing, sometimes almost like a casual confession. She became inconsistent with our plans, canceling last minute with vague excuses. I would be waiting at our usual buka in Yaba for our puff puff and gist, only to get a text an hour later. Omo, something just came up. My time felt disrespected. My feelings, secondary. It felt like I was an option, not a priority. The weight of her indecision, her refusal to commit or be fully present, started to suffocate me. I was losing myself in her chaos, a familiar feeling from past relationships, but amplified because this was Amaka, the one person I thought was different. My mind became a battlefield, just like Oshodi Market on a Monday morning. Every honking danfo, every shouted bargain, echoed the turmoil within me. I valued our friendship, our history, but I could not sacrifice my self-respect for it. How could I continue in a half-in, half-out situation? I talked to my cousin Chidi over the phone, pacing my small living room as Nipa decided to take its light, plunging us into darkness, save for my generator's glow. Abeg, Tunde, he said, his voice crackling slightly. You dey burn yourself a person. We no sure about you. Wetin you want? Abi you no dey see am? He was right. I needed clarity or nothing at all. I set up a meeting with her at a quiet cafe in Lekki, a place far from our usual, more casual spots. The air conditioning was a welcome relief from the midday heat, but nothing could cool the tension in my chest. I looked at her across the table, her face a mix of beauty and a familiar, unreadable worry. Amaka, I started, my voice steadier than I felt. I cannot do this anymore. I do not want to hear about other guys. I do not feel respected, and I cannot stay in a situation where I'm half in, half out. I need clarity. Either we are in, or we are out. There is no middle ground for me. Her eyes welled up. Tunde, I am lost. I need time. I know I have handled things badly. My heart aches, but the clarity was like a jolt of electricity. Lost, time, handled badly. These were just excuses. It was a rejection. She could not offer me what I needed, what I deserved. So, I took a deep breath. The sound of the cafe's espresso machine, a distant hum. Then, Amaka, I said, my voice quiet but firm, we cannot be friends anymore. You will not hear from me again. Because staying connected, watching this go on, it will only hurt me more. I stood up, the pain a physical weight in my chest, but with a strange sense of liberation. I turned and walked away, not looking back. The streets of Lekki, usually so vibrant, felt strangely muted as I hailed a ride, leaving her and 7 years of friendship behind. Weeks turned into months. The silence was a gaping hole where a vibrant friendship used to be. Every time my phone buzzed, a part of me hoped it was her, a message acknowledging the depth of what we would lost. But it never was. I wrestled with the memories, the good ones, the ones that made me question if I would be too harsh. Had I thrown away a precious bond? I saw glimpses of her on social media, still with Sagan, sometimes even pictures from events where the other guy might have been present. It reaffirmed my decision, cementing the bitter truth that my boundaries were never going to be respected. The ache remains, a phantom limb of a friendship that once was, but it is slowly fading. I have focused on my work, on my own journey. The Lagos hustle continues, relentless and unforgiving, but I am finding my own rhythm within it. I miss the Amaka who was my rock, not the one who brought chaos. I learned that sometimes the hardest goodbyes are the ones you say to protect yourself. And sometimes losing a friend is the only way to truly find yourself, to reclaim your peace and your self worth. The road ahead is clearer, even if it feels a little lonelier. But for the first time in a long time, I'm walking it on my own terms.